Our today's topic in ES6 continuation part 2 video is default parameters. So keeping it short, as I got a lot of feedback from my viewers that the last video was a bit long. So this time keeping it short and compact with less number of slides and more number of examples. So let's see what are default parameters. So default parameters are one of the features in ES6. So in our last video, we saw 10 features of ES6, among which the first one was block scope. So if you guys haven't watched that video, please go and watch that video. Now this is the second feature of ES6, default parameters. Let's see what it does. So default parameters are one of the feature in ES6 which allows us to set default value for our function parameters if no value is passed or if undefined is passed inside our function. So here you can see in the syntax function name parameter 1 equal to default value 1. So make a note that equal to default value 1. If we are passing something like this equal to value, that means we are assigning it as a default value. So we'll see some examples which will make you guys more clear. So let's see. So friends, here we are going to see example for default value without default parameters. That is how we used to deal with default parameters when ES6 features were not there. So let's see. Here's function add and parameters are a comma b. So const value equal to b. If b's value is not present, we will take its value as 4 and we are returning a plus value. So let's see the console log. For the first console log, we are passing add as a value 2. So that means here for a we are explicitly passing the value as 2. Similarly, in the second console, we are passing add 2 comma 5. So for a we are passing 2, for b we are passing 5. For first console, we are not passing any value to the b. So that means it will take b's value as 4. That means if value of b is not present, it will take as 4. So adding up 2 plus 4, we got the result as 6. Similarly, adding up 2 plus 5, we got the result as 7. So this is how we used to deal when we didn't have default parameters. So with default parameters, we'll see next example. Here the advantage is, see you'll see in the upcoming line that here we are doing a add a comma b equal to 4. Here one line of code we are reducing, so reduced one line of code because of default parameters. So this is one advantage over the old method. So let's see the console log value. Here we are passing explicitly 3, value of a as 3. In the second example, we are passing value of a as 5 and value of b as 6. Let's see the output. Similarly, it gave us a value 3, a will be taken as 3 and b's value is equal to 4 because we are passing b as a default parameter. So 4 plus 3 is 7. And in the next console.log, we are passing 5 and 6. So it will add up to 11. So in this example, now we saw the positive scenarios in default parameters. That is, if no value or undefined value is passed, how it will be behaving. In the next slide, we are going to see falsy scenarios in default parameters. Let's see some examples. So here, same example we'll see. So add a we are passing and b we are a we are not passing any default parameter, but for b we are passing 4. We are adding up the values and returning it. So now in console what we are doing is we are just passing the value of a equal to 2 and for the b we are passing null. So let's see what the result is. So result is 2. So here what is happening is null is not undefined. Null is having some value. It doesn't have any value, but it's not undefined, right? So it will be adding up with 2 and it will give us a result 2. So similarly, we'll see the next example. Here we will be passing explicit value of A as 2, and for B's value we are passing empty string. So empty string is also not undefined. So let's see what result comes. So here you can see, if you are noticing that as you already know that if a string is added with a number, the output will always be a string. So in the result we can see a change in color. As you can see here, it turns white. That means it indicates that it returns a string. 2 is a string here. So you have to be aware of these scenarios before you use default parameters with these things. So see our last example, it will make your concept more clear. Again, we are taking the same function, and here we are passing a equal to 4 as the default value, and b we are not passing any value. We are returning a plus b. Now let's see the console log value. Inside add we will pass 2. So if you are thinking that this 2 will be taken up by b, then you're wrong, because a is already having a default value 4, and again if you're passing 2, it will be over, a's value will be overridden and a's value will become 2. So make sure that whenever you are passing default parameters, you should, according to the coding standard, you should pass it at the last of the, yeah, like you can see here, you can pass it at the last of the parameter list. Then what will happen, this add 2, in this add 2, 2 value will be taken up for b, and a will be having a value of 4. So like this. So if you now, if you add, you are getting a value 2 plus 4 6. But if you, if the opposite thing you will be doing, let's see, yeah, if this is the case, then you will get a value as not a number, because b is not having any value. So 2 plus b, 2 plus no value is not a number, right? That's all. So that's all for today's video, guys. Hope you understood the concept. If you have any doubts, any questions regarding default parameters or even block scope, you can directly comment on the comment section. I will make sure that I go through all your comments and clear all your doubts. So if you like my today's video, do like, share and subscribe. Your comments are really helpful for me. So do comment, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. So whenever I put a new video, you guys will be notified. Thank you.